welcome friends, index number and again a new lecture. In this lecture we are going to learn about two important things. Both are very much important in calculating index numbers, even in case of weighted index numbers also. The first is price relatives and the second is general index number. Actually, if we consider about the index number of any group or any sector or any industry, it is always a general index number, which is calculated on the basis of the index numbers of various items included in the group or sector or industry. So we are moving towards, say, an advanced stage gradually, and this is the first milestone in learning something about index numbers directly with relevant to the practical life. Let's first understand the two terms, price relative and general index number. Price relative. The word relative is indicative. Relative change in price, that is called price relative. What exactly do we mean by the term price relative? The price relative or relative change in price means the ratio of the price of an item in the current year to its price in the base year. Ratio of price in the current year to the price in the base year. And this is always calculated for an item, individually for an item. That means for all the items included in group, sector or industry, we have to first calculate such kind of price relatives. And price in current year divided by price in base year, or the ratio of price in current year to the price in base year, is nothing, it is index number. That means actually this is index number of price of particular item. Yes. When we express the price relative as percentage, we also call it price index number, and the sign is I. Yes. So first we have to calculate the price index numbers for all the items. Then what is general index number? Yes. The average of the price relatives or price indices of all the items of a group, yes, is called general index number of the group. It is also known as general price index. General index equals to summation of price relatives of all the items divided by n, that is number of items in the group, and multiply it by 100 to get the percentage. So first we calculate individually the index numbers of all the items. Then we find the average of index numbers of all the items, and that average is called general index number. Yes, now let's learn this through an example. In our example, the group is a food group. I have changed the names to A, B, C, D, E. Yes, okay, these are the prices per unit. The unit measurement can be different, but this is per unit. That is the important thing. Price in 2018 and price in 2019. There should not be any confusion about the base year. The base year is always the oldest one. Yes, from all the preceding years, the oldest is taken as base year. There are only 2 years, so there can never be any confusion or doubt about the base year. In this case, 2018 must be taken as base year and 2019 as current year. Okay, now first of all we should calculate the price relatives for all these 5 items A, B, C, D, E. That means index numbers. But we shall not express them in terms of percentage, because that makes calculation somewhat easier. Let's first calculate the price relative for item A. Price in current year, P1 divided by PO or P0, whatever you call it, is 7 divided by 6 for item. That means in current year price is 7, in base year price was 6. As compared to the price in base year, the price in current year comes to 1.667. Sorry, 1.1667. Please confirm on your calculator. Yes. Similarly, in case of B, the price in current year is 740 and the price in base year was 690. So the ratio or price relatives comes to 1.0725. Another meaning of this price relative is, if price is taken as 1 in the base year, this is the price in the current year. Yes, and the decimal values show the change in price. As compared to rupee 1 in base year, the price increased by 0.1667. You can convert it into index number to get the point is much easier. Yes, in case of C, price in current year is 3, price in base year was 2, so the price relative comes to 1.5. In case of D, price in current year is 30, price in base year was, price in current year is 40, price in base year was 30. So 1/3 has increased, so it comes to 1.3333. And in case of E, price in current year is 30 and price in base year was 24. Yes, increase of 25%, that means the price relative comes to 1.25. Yes, these are actually the index numbers, price index numbers of all the items which are known as price relatives or price index number of item, or say relative change in price. Now we have price relatives or price index numbers of all the 5 items. So we can move forward to calculate the general index number of this food group. And what is it? First of all, we need to find out the summation of these 5 items. And the summation of these 5 comes to, let me calculate it. It comes to 63225. 6.3225. Yes, this is total. Now we have total of all the 5 price relatives. That means we can calculate general index number. Of the food group. And given here equals to summation of price relatives divided by number of items in the group. Summation came to 6.3225. Number of items 5 into 100. That means it comes to 126.45. 126.45. So on an average, the price index number for all the items of this food group comes to 126.45. The other meaning of this thing is the average price rise for all these 5 items in this food group is 26.45% as compared to the base year. In 2019, average price rise for this particular food group is 26.5% if we compare it with the base year 2018. So we learned two things in this lecture: price relatives and general price index. Now onwards, I think all our numericals will be based on this kind of calculations, but gradually we shall move forward for higher level cases. I hope this lecture is as usual useful to you. Don't forget to like this lecture, don't forget to visit and subscribe my channel, and don't forget to recommend my channel, my lectures to all of your friends, classmates, etc. Yes, there are so many playlists, chapter wise and topic wise playlists on my channel, and there are hundreds of lectures on various types of calculations and methods, etc. So the channel is very useful to you from your school days to your post graduation or professional courses. There are everything for everybody.